Hey everyone, welcome back to Life Lessons. Today we're diving deep into something that impacts every single one of us, our emotions. Whether you're feeling up, down, or somewhere in between, embracing your emotional state is crucial to personal growth. We're going to talk about how to recognize, accept, and regulate your feelings. Plus, we'll explore stories, myths, and wisdom from different cultures that show us just how universal this struggle is. So grab your favorite drink and let's get into it. The importance of embracing emotions. Let's start by breaking down why recognizing your emotions is so powerful. Whether it's joy, sadness, or anger, every emotion serves a purpose. Imagine them as signals, like a GPS, guiding you through your life's journey. When you ignore these signals, you get lost. The more you pay attention, the more accurate your path becomes. In fact, ancient stories from cultures around the world tell us the same thing. In Chinese mythology, there's the tale of Nuwa, the goddess who created humans. She molded them from yellow clay, and each one had different emotions that made them unique. This story emphasizes that emotions aren't just something we feel, they're part of who we are. They make us human. Challenge emotional check-in. Here's a challenge for you. Take the next week to observe your emotions without trying to change them. When you feel happy, note what triggered it. When you're frustrated, pause and ask yourself why. This is a small but powerful way to start recognizing and accepting your emotions. Accepting your emotions without judgment. One of the hardest parts of emotional intelligence is learning to accept our feelings without judgment. We're often taught to hide our sadness or anger. But think about the story of Ravana from Indian mythology. He was a powerful king, but his inability to control his emotions, particularly his anger and desire, led to his downfall. The lesson? When we resist or ignore our emotions, they control us. Modern-day psychologist Dr. Brené Brown says, "You either walk inside your story and own it, or you stand outside your story and hustle for your worthiness." This quote reminds us that embracing all our feelings without labeling them as good or bad is crucial for our emotional well-being. Think of your emotions as a compass. It's guiding you through life. If you keep labeling certain directions, like sadness or anger, as wrong, you'll get lost. Accepting every emotion as valid keeps you grounded and on course. Regulating your emotions, the key to mastery. Now, recognizing and accepting emotions is just the start. The next step is learning to regulate them. In African folklore, there's a story about Anansi the spider. Anansi was known for being clever and mischievous, but he had a wise lesson. No matter how tangled the web of emotions becomes, you can always pause and untangle it. This lesson is as true now as it was then. Regulating your emotions doesn't mean ignoring them. It means knowing when to step back, breathe, and choose how you want to respond. Psychological studies have shown that mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing can significantly improve emotional regulation. Challenge mindfulness practice. This week, try this. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by an emotion, take 60 seconds to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Focus on nothing but your breath. This will help center you and give you the space to decide how to respond. The science behind emotional intelligence. There's a wealth of research that backs up the importance of emotional intelligence. Dr. Daniel Goleman, who popularized the concept, says that 90% of top performers in any field have high emotional intelligence. This means they recognize their emotions, accept them, and regulate them effectively. Scientific studies also show that people who embrace their emotions without judgment have better mental health, stronger relationships, and greater resilience in tough times. Cultural wisdom, the Stoics' approach. In ancient Greece, the Stoics believed in the importance of self-control. Their philosophy teaches us that while we can't control what happens to us, we can control how we react. Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This resonates perfectly with the idea of emotional regulation. Why embracing every emotion is essential for growth. Now let's talk about why this all matters for your personal growth. Think about the phoenix, A mythical bird found in Greek, Egyptian, and Chinese cultures, the phoenix goes through cycles of burning into ashes and rising again, each time stronger than before. Our emotions work in a similar way. By going through difficult emotions and learning from them, we rise again, more resilient and capable. The most successful people aren't the ones who avoid sadness, frustration, or anger. They're the ones who learn from those emotions and use them to fuel their growth. Metaphor, the garden of emotions. Picture your emotions like a garden. Some plants grow easily like happiness and joy, while others, like anger or fear, need a little more tending. But all are necessary for a balanced ecosystem. Embrace them all and your garden will flourish. Challenge: share your emotional journey. Here's your final challenge. Over the next week, write down one emotion you've struggled with and how you plan to embrace it. Whether it's fear, sadness, or something else, let us know in the comments how you're tackling it. Your journey could inspire someone else. Conclusion: embrace the journey. At the end of the day, emotions are a fundamental part of our human experience. By recognizing, accepting, and regulating them, we gain mastery over our lives. Like the many myths and stories from around the world teach us, our emotions are not weaknesses, they are our strength. Take the time to embrace every feeling without judgment, and you'll discover that personal growth isn't about avoiding discomfort, it's about learning from it. Now I want to hear from you. How do you handle your emotions? Have any of these stories or lessons resonated with you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's build a community where we can all grow together, one emotion at a time. See you next time.